Yo, what's going on, snipers, and welcome back to our Carolina Hurricanes franchise mode. So in last episode, we would have done like the last half of the season simulation, but I've had like some problems recording. So anyways, last episode was just like a 6-minute video because basically I just went over what you guys would have missed. But we're up here in the playoffs up against the Florida Panthers, who currently have a pretty scary team for the most part. Like, their first line is all 90s, and then they also have Aaron Ekblad on their defensive core, so they're a pretty good team, but their goaltending combination is very weak, and then their depth is very weak. So if we're lucky and we have our depth come through, then we should be able to make it onto the second round, because currently we are battling one injury for another 6 days, and that is Victor Rask. I think he was out with like some sort of wrist injury. But yeah, he should be back for game number 4. So that will be huge to our team if we are up in the series or if we're down. Because Victor Rask is obviously a very good defensive player and whatnot. So let's jump right into game number 1. Florida's got home ice. So we are in the, what is the arena called? I think it's the BB&T arena or something like that, but let's just say we're in Florida anyways. Let's see what we can get, boys. Here you go, first period, and that's what I like to see. 1 goal from Nikas, his first playoff goal actually already, and Krivosik scores for them. We're out shooting them 14-6, but it's a 1-1 game. I think Krivosik's actually is 74 overall too, right? So if I would have showed you guys in the last episode, I think he's a 74. I don't know how Mrazek lets a 74 overall score on him, but second period, and wow, offensive explosion in terms of us. So Teravainen makes it 2-1. Dubinsky would tie it up, but then 2 late goals. Falk and Waugh, I think it's Waugh, make it 4-2 for us. We're outshooting them badly, 31-16. So they're not a very good defensive team, it seems like right now, which is weird because with Ekblad being a 90, you would expect their defensive core to simulate really well. Last 10 minutes here of the third period. Come on, boys. Let's lock it down. And it looks like we're just going to do that. And we're going to take a 1-0 series lead here in this first round. So Nikas from Aston Reese and Gauthier. Teravainen from Brown and Hannafin. Falk from Skinner, and Waugh from Kempe and Bean. Not too bad. First star of the game goes to Mrazek, second star Dubinsky, and a third star is Miskirin for them. So that was like their fourth or third line getting most of their offense. So hopefully we could contain that first line still like what we did in the last game with Panarin and whatnot. We can't let them that offensive line get going because they had like 70-something points each during the regular season. So game number 2, we're not going to waste any time getting into it. Hopefully we could play good again. First period, and it is 1-0 Florida. So Vincent Trocheck, that's their second line, comes through. We're being outshot 10-8, but it's only 1-0 lead for them. Second period, and nicely done. 2 goals for us in that period helps draw a tie going into the third. So Aho and Kapanen make it 2-1, but Barkov will pull the game tied at 2. Shots are 25-17 in favor of them, but it is a 2-2 game. Come on, guys, let's get the lead here. We need to get more shots too because they're outshooting us by a bit. There you go, and yes, Aho. Sebastian Aho, the guy that scored the Stanley Cup winning goal last year, gives us a 3-2 lead, and Aston Reese with a huge short-handed goal, and we're leading 4-2, and it looks like we're going to take a 2-0 series lead with 2 game wins in Florida, both by a score of 4-2 actually. So Aho from Falk and Hannafin, Kapanen from Lindholm, Aho from Falk and Hannafin, and Aston Reese from Kempe and Slavin. So pretty good performance from the team there. Let's see the 3 stars. So Aho, Mrazek, and Ekblad. So pretty similar game to last game actually. I like how our offense is playing good, and we're only allowing 2 goals against per game, so we're playing a very good defensive style. Hopefully that continues going into Game 3. So Victor Rask is actually back already. He won't be back till full health for Game 4 though. So Lewis Ryan was the guy that came into the lineup to replace him. So Victor Rask, you can get in there, and then we will move you back up to this spot, and Logan Brown down. Yeah, I think that's what I had it at. Okay, so let's just see quickly who's leading us in points here in the playoffs. So Justin Falk, 3 points. Good job. So that's the alternate captain, because Skinner, I think, is still our captain. So game number 3, we're back on home ice in the PNC Arena. Let's see if we could take a 3-0 series lead here and have a chance to knock out them in round 1. First period, and it is scoreless. Shots aren't that much, actually. 8-5 in favor of us. Let's see how it fares in the second. And it is 1-0 for us. Victor Rask, the guy that's still battling a bit of an injury, comes through with a goal, and we have a 1-0 lead going into the third. We're outing them 19-17, so it's still pretty close here going into the third. Come on, boys, let's get a 2-0 lead here. Last 10 minutes here, and oh my goodness, Victor Rask, wow. Scores again, and it's a 2-0 lead. So Victor Rask battling a wrist injury, scoring 2 goals. And are we going to get an empty net or 2 or no? No, we're not, but we take a 3-0 series lead with a nice 2-0 shutout over the Florida Panthers. So Rask from Hanifin and Aho, and Rask from Teravainen and Skinner. There you go. So we're 1 game away from the second round of the playoffs for the 3rd time in 4 years, I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think the 3rd time in 4 years. So let's see if we can get it done here and easily take out the Florida Panthers. I don't know who we have a chance to face in the second round. First period, and wow, okay, offense came up for us. Dubinsky opens the scoring for the Panthers, but Waugh, Bean, and Cass make it a 3-1 game. Let's have just as good as the second period if we can. Second period, and it is still 3-1. We're being outshot now 21-20, but it seems like Mrazek's just having a very good first round here. Let's just lock it down here, guys. Power play. We don't score on it. There you go. Jeff Skinner, the captain, makes it 4-1, but Dadonov will answer back to make it a 4-2 game. Last 10 minutes here of the third period. Lock it down, boys. Just lock it down. Last 5 minutes. And it looks like, yep, we are going to be going to the second round of the playoffs again, as Nick Cass gets an empty netter, and we win that game by a score of 5-2. So their offense never showed up really. I don't think they scored over 2 goals against per game. So Wall from Gauthier and Aston Reese, Bean from Skinner and Teravainen, Nick Cass from Gauthier and Hanifin, Skinner from Teravainen and Rask, and Nick Cass from Gauthier and Aston Reese. So I think Gauthier had like 3 points in that game. Yeah, so Nikas gets first star, Gauthier gets second star, and Skinner the third. Very good performance from us here in this first round, sweeping those Florida Panthers. So let's just take a look at the player stats for the first round, and then we will see who we are up against in the second round of the playoffs. Okay, so Hanifin 5 points, Teravainen, Aston Reese, Skinner, and Gauthier all a point per game. Nikas, Rask, Aho, and Falk all 3 points. Waugh, Bean, and Kempe 2 points. Kapanen, Slavin, Lindholm, Brown all 1 point. Lewis Ryan no points in 2 games. Madden no points, and Fleury no points. Not too bad. So it was a pretty good team effort actually in that first round. Goaltending wise, let's see. Mrazek 4-0, 1 shutout, and 951 save percentage, and 1.5 goals against average. So definitely a very good defensive and offensive first round for us. Hopefully it continues going into round 2, depending who we go up against. Let's just check the East. So Tampa looks like they're going to the next round. New Jersey is currently only up 2-1, and Pittsburgh. Just watch, we're going to have to face Pittsburgh, and Luke Martin's going to be like in the lineup or something. So let's see who we are going up against. Should be a couple days still. unless there's a lot of sweeps in the first round. And Bu Nieves has been injured till April 25th. Okay, let's just go replace player. The AHL team actually got eliminated in the first round, I just realized, in 5 games, which sucks, but okay. Just go best lines down there. And we're up against the other Florida team, which swept the first round, and that is the Tampa Bay Lightning. So another team that is geographically close to us. Hopefully we can get it done and get onto that conference finals for a 3rd time in 4 years. So let's take a look at what their lines are like. I think, yeah, we've already played them once in the playoffs before, and it was in the conference finals in year 1. Yeah, they're still just as deadly, even maybe more so than they were then. So Palat's up to an 87 with Stamkos and Kucherov, 95 and 94. Second line, you got Yanni Gourde, who's an 82, with Point, who's an 84, and Johnson, 84. Third line's pretty good, actually, too. Radish, 81, Sorelli, 80, and Killorn, 80. And then the fourth line's all 79s. So definitely a very good team. Defensively, they're just as, holy crap, even stronger. 90 Hedman with Mike Green, who's an 82. So they actually split up him and Sergachev. And then you got Sergachev, 89, with Martinez, 82. And Suster and Strawman, 81 and 82. And in goaltending, they still got Vasilevsky at a 91 and Halak as an 82 backup. Scratch, they have Cal Foote, which is a big mistake. I don't know why they're doing that. And Robbie Russo, who is a 77. So on paper, I don't know if we have a chance to beat them, just like what we did in the conference finals a couple years ago. But if we're lucky, maybe we'll get back to that conference finals. If not, we still could have a pretty good offseason, I think. So I think that's all I wanted to do for this episode. Yeah, so that's going to do it for this episode, guys. So next episode, we will take on the Tampa Bay Lightning in the 2nd round and hope to get to the 3rd conference finals appearance in only 4 years. So thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time.